everybody, welcome back to Motorsport Manager. My name is Jack and we have the third race of the season, Season 2 for you, at Germany. We obviously are not going to do every race like we did last season. It says confidently last season. We obviously recorded every race. We're not going to do that this season, just to try and speed things up a little bit. So we did South Africa, we did Cape Town. 13th and 17th, we are still Hispanic racing team for whatever fucking reason. It's pissing me off a little bit. I'll try and see if there's a way to change that. Doing my nutting. But 13th and 17th, so obviously no more points. I'll say no more points. We still haven't got any points at all. Yeah, it's 13th and 17th. It's fine. It's fine for now. We do need to start getting some points, and hopefully, with Germany being a zero stopper, like we know it is, fingers crossed we can do that. We've built some parts for the car, I assume. It's been a couple of days since I played it. Reliability's there. We can't do any more reliability on the car, on the parts, but like here, 88%, we can't improve it. Like, okay. Okay, we've got average in every single part now. 2 average in front wing, which is good. It's all going alright. Did I build any more in the HQ? I don't remember if I showed you this. I must have done. It's been a good few days since I recorded, but our factory got upgraded. We finally finished that, so now we're building a design centre for level 2. So that's good. We can finally build, good stuff, which is decent. But we got some new buildings that we could build. Obviously, we're at £10 million. Finances are still looking absolutely mudded, if I'm honest. So it's going to be interesting. We could build a test track now, which would be good for engines, I believe. Yeah, engines. Telemetry centre will be good, and then we can build all these. But at the moment, we are not really in a position to do that. So that will be fun. When we can do that. Factories of another £35 million. Christ on a bike. Drivers still here, still probably complaining. As usual. How much money were you losing per race? 1.72 million. No, our job security is uneasy at the moment. Shahid's a bit fuming at us, but we'll get him back on our good books. It's fine. It is fine. And is there anything else to show you? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I'm trying to think if I can. If there is anything to show you. I don't think there is. I don't know. I just don't think there is. Right, should we jump straight into Germany? I got something in my eyes. Oh, right. I had to rub my eyes, which you shouldn't do, and now I literally cannot see. I'm legally blind. Right. Fit parts. I can't remember who finished. It was Sims that finished good last race, I believe. I assume you could all hear the click of my mouse, because I just realised that the mouse is right underneath where the microphone is. So that's good. I haven't got much space to work with in terms of moving the mouse somewhere else, so that will be fun. Should we give Sims... Yeah, let's give Sims the better parts. Okay, it's better, but not quite as reliable parts by the seams of it. Which is fine. I guess it's fine. It means that, especially with a zero stopper, that we should be able to get away with it. Eaton is really upset by that. Which is fine. If we give her that, so she can have the more reliable car, but Eaton can have the better car. Okay, that's fine. Eaton can have the more reliable one, and she seems happy with that as well. So that's decent. They're both content. It's fine. It's supposed to be raining during practice, but sunny during the race. I fucking hate it when this happens. Absolutely hate it when this happens. We all love Germany. hopefully, if there's any chance of getting any points, it's on these no stoppers. It really is, because I don't think we're ever allowed to do a no stopper realistically. But it's a game. It's a game. If you want to try no stopper tactics, it's fine. Your car might be a bit dead afterwards. Tyres might be a bit ripped, but it's fine. Completely fine. If you want to try a no stopper tactic, it's fine. Last year, I believe, Eaton came 4th last year in Germany, didn't she? If I remember rightly. If she can replicate that, that'd be fantastic. And last year we obviously... Last year we had Eaton on the definite ones, no stopper even, and Sims to come in, but then Sims stayed out anyway, if I remember rightly, and did a no stopper and stuff. What I'm going to do this year is definitely put them both on like no stopper tactics. I know it's a bit risky putting the drivers on the same tactic, but considering the start of the season that we've had, we need to at least try. I saw 27 to 29 there. It's going to be a bit risky of the tyres, if I'm honest. So we need to try and get the medium tyres to at least level 2, if not level 3, just to try and get a few more laps out of them, because the laps on the tyres is a little bit low for my liking. But we'll take practice, we'll come back for the race, and hopefully we can, bloody do something, get points. Right, there we go, practice for another day. It was drizzling. It wasn't really raining all race, but it wasn't quite. It was intermediate. It was like the lowest of the intermediate weathers, I would say, but it wasn't quite dry enough for mediums. But we had to do mediums throughout. As you can see, Sims didn't even set a time in practice because we were trying to just sort out the car, basically, because it was like 7 minutes gone and his car was very poor in all of it, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Eaton's got a great, excellent. I wonder what Sims ended up on. But we got level 1 medium tyres, which isn't good. It's not good enough, if I'm honest. It's just not good enough. There we go. That's fine. They'll work on that. So he's got an excellent as well. That's fine. Not too bad in the end. Remember, right, 28 laps this is, and they nearly went out on softs. She can do 27 to 29. It's a bit risque from PK there. So he can't push whatsoever. I just know it's going to rain, isn't it? It's just going to bloody rain. Right, let's go. No stopper. We'll try it at least. Katie Munnings, I had her before on the previous save, I think. Maybe. Maybe not, I can't remember. Enzo Vittabaldi. He's about 10 years old. All these drivers, look how young they look. Don't know if they're any like recent. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just carry on. Just carry on. Right. We're at 8th and 9th, which is a decent start. Let's see how quickly we go to the back of the grid, shall we? If we zoom in a little bit on Eaton, we're watching, who's in 8th. So Sims has gone directly backwards, and now Eaton's going backwards. It's fine, just don't crash. Sims has gone right to the back of the grid. How's that? But he's like miles behind as well. How the hell's that happened? So he's just absolutely dropped off the pace right at the start here, which is not great because he's got the better car. He's got the better parts on the car, and it's not as reliable, but he's got the better parts of the car. Eaton's driving into the back of the cars there, I don't know if there's a way you can get rid of this. If there is, let me know, because then we can see all the cars perfectly, but this is in the way here at the moment. That's fine. Right, we're just going to have to concentrate on tyre heating, tyre temps, whether they are good enough to last the whole race, basically. I don't care about positions at the moment, because hopefully people pit. Oh, someone's crashed, someone's in the mud. There they are, you can see them. I probably missed it. It's a safety car, that's not great. No, we're like, what, it's 2 laps in. No, just don't bother. If people want to pit, people can pit. Who was it? Zeller's. Zeller's crashed on that turn where everyone was. And at least Sims has caught up a little bit at the back. We're not last. We're 23rd. Safety car. Nothing's going to happen. Might as well edit a man. Do big cuts while safety car is out. What I will remember to do is just put it on. I'll put it on low for now. But then we're going to have to concentrate on tyre temps, obviously, to not die while the safety car's out. We'll let it get dropped to the line, and then we'll push them just to warm them up a little bit. I'm a bit wary that, you know, pushing them might mean they're going to last much less time. Much less time. That's cracking English, that. But he's going to the safety. The safety car's going to the pits. So if we go back to normal, we won't push it from the start. We'll go back to normal, neutral on both. Safety car will turn into the pits, and we move. Let's take it off times 4. Bloody hell, times 12 even. Eaton's 15th, fine for that 14th place, but trying to defend 16th, which it doesn't. Sims is still last, but it's fine. It doesn't matter if you're last. Just cruise. No stopper. There's no pressure. No stopper. Eaton is dropping places, though. As long as they don't crash or don't do any silly bollocks or, you know, just stupid stuff like that. Just keep within the pack, so when they do eventually pit, which someone did in the safety car, which is very interesting. When they do eventually pit, Sims is going to place up, boys. That we're not trying to chase up time. We can just slide past them as soon as they go into the pit. Eaton, once again, just fighting. That's all she does. She's fighting in a good pack here. It's like the best of the rest at the moment. That pack. It's the worst cars on the grid, which is not a great sign. It's not a great sign, considering we are still getting overtaken by 2 cars in one corner. It's not the great sign. Let's go watch Sims through it. See how he just flew. He's left the other car for mud, which is great to see, and he has caught up with Eaton pretty much. He's on the move now. He's on the prowl. He wants blood. He wants to overtake Eaton. He's in the better car. At least there's cars, and we're like in the pack and not just racing them. We're not racing on our own. Someone else has crashed. When did that happen? They're not even on the bloody thing. Someone else crashed. I don't know when that happened. They're not even on the map showing where they crashed. Safety car didn't bother. I'm pretty sure he didn't get told. No one cares about him. But Ferrecci, I believe he's crashed a couple of times. He's crashed. Sims is up to 18th. Eaton is 17th. He's going okay at the moment, he says confidently. This is the only problem. If you look up at the mini-map here, first, it just seems like the norm. First just flies and can never get caught. And we're only 8 laps into the race. It just the gap between our car at the moment and top is mental. So we're probably looking for another 2 seasons in Formula 3 before we could even compete with that. And then hopefully when we do compete with that, we can take our opportunity first time and, you know, get enough points to get promoted. But we're happy at the moment. I think I messed up last year. I'm pretty sure I made risky parts and whatnot and forgot to put them on the car. Which, just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous by me. Wasting all that money on parts and then not even fitting them on the car. But, you know, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. So the softies, I don't know how, Schwartzman must have been pushing so much because his tyres are absolutely knackered. Whereas all the other soft boys aren't doing too bad. They've just under 75% by the looks of it. But I have been caping. I can't speak today. I've been caping an eye on our tyre temps and whatnot. Oh, there he is. Is that him, that Ferrecci? Or is that someone else? That's someone else. That's Schumacher. Mickey Schumacher has gone. Just crashing. Is that corner? That little corner there is claimed victim to 2 cars now. No one's pitting. as of yet. Safety car came out for the first one. That seems to be the exact same crash, but it's just no overtaking. So, but interesting, but we move. Sims is setting new personal sectors out here, which you just love to see, if I'm honest. Absolutely love to see. We do look like we have the worst tyre wear of the mediums at the moment. The other good thing is 2 of the cars that crashed were on mediums, so that would suggest to me that they might have tried a no-stopper. Maybe. But I've got something in my eye. At the moment, we're doing all right. Just waiting. We're waiting for pit stops. That's when it's gonna start kicking off. We're waiting for pit stops. What we are gonna do? Let's change up the angle a little bit. Let's go sideways on, shall we? Let's go there. Let's zoom in a little bit more and jump over to Eton because we've watched Sims for quite a bit. I know they're pretty much in the same camera angle anyway. Oh, look at that! Look at that livery. We all stand the Racing Tigres livery is perfect. Tyre temps are alright at the moment. Tyre wear's still a bit questionable. Is it going to rain? Doesn't look like it's going to rain, because of course it doesn't. And we're going okay. Still not in any points positions at the moment, but no one's pitted, except for the car in the pit stops. But people are going to have to pit soon. So hopefully we can gain some places. It's like Lance Stroll there, straight into the pits. I don't think we're going to catch him. Someone else is crashed. Zhao. Is that same corner? No, there's a different corner now. Zhao is gone. The one guy that pitted, he's gone. We're up to 13th with the pit boys in. 13th and 14th. We're getting there. We're getting places now. Oh, loads of people crashing in this race. Love to see it. I don't think we're going to get a 4th place like we did last year. But we should at least get points. I'm a bit wary that... Oh, people are repairing and shit. Oh, look at that. Straight up to 7th and 8th. What I'm a bit wary about is... when Crone comes in the pit, he's not going to get overtaken. He's going to stay out there at first, I reckon. What was I saying? Stroll's still in the pit. He had to have a second pit stop. Oh, fucking hell. He's mudded. His race is gone. What I was saying, what I'm a bit wary of, is the people that are on mediums as well seem to have better tyre wear than us. So they're obviously going to be able to go longer, which is just a little bit worrying, to say the least. But, you know, if we could just hold on to points, that's fine. They're up there. You never know. They might pit. We've had races where they've pitted with like 3 laps to go. They might well pit. Crone, the leader, like I said, he did pit, but he did lose his first place, but he is 5th, so it's still ahead of us. He was that far ahead, still ahead of us. But at the moment, 7th and 8th, we're following each other on the grid. It's looking okay at the moment. It could be better. Like Sims' tyre wear especially could be better, but they're both about to hit the 50% mark, which, considering we're over half the race and they both are just about to hit 50%, says to me that we're going to finish the race with, you know, not the best tyre wear, but a decent amount of tyre wear. It's just a case of, at the moment, keeping an eye on the top 4 boys and Fittipaldi. Just ignore Crone because he'll probably win anyway. He's on soft tyres. He's in the pack with the top 6. He'll probably win anyway. Or he should do. He's on faster tyres and whatnot. Unless it's going to rain. It's not going to rain. I don't think it's going to rain for the entire race. We can not look at that again. But it's just a case of keeping an eye on that top 6, not including Crone, obviously, and seeing if they pit. Seeing if they do go for the no-stopper as well. It'll be interesting to see. Because, I mean, if they pit, we're looking at like a podium finish here, boys. Because we're not like horrendously far behind the top 6 pack at the moment, which, you know, it's kind of good to see here. Sims is in a battle here. If we flip over to Sims is in a battle here with Sato, who adds pitted. I assume he's pushing. You won't be able to see it because the camera's in the way. He is pushing on both tyres and engine, so that'll be interesting. What we probably want, if we could get a safety... Nah, you can't pit now, not under a safety car. we'll just lose places, and safety car would be the worst thing for us, I would imagine, at this time. How's conditioning of the car going? Gearbox is looking a bit knackered on there. Someone else has crashed. Kyrie has crashed on that corner. It just seems to be these last 3 corners seem to get people. But he's crashed. He or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. It's a he. Carrie has crashed. He was behind us anyway, so it's fine. Sims is still fighting off Sato for that 8th spot, but he has got a. This is good though, because he's fighting him off, and then Eaton's now increased the gap on Sims as well now. So hopefully by the time Sato overtakes Sims, which looks very likely, I assume he's still pushing. Yeah, everyone behind is pushing at the moment, but if Sims could hold him off long enough, Eaton can build up a bit of a gap, so she's not going to get caught either. But so we're at lap 21 of 28. At the moment, the top 6 do not look like they're going to be pitting. Which is, I mean, they shouldn't at this point. Shouldn't be pitting whatsoever. But this game throws some weird things sometimes, and you never know. You never know, they might pit. Sims is still doing fantastically to hold off Sato here, and to hold on to that 8th spot. If he could hold on to 8th spot throughout the whole race, because I fear that he's going to lose 8th and then drop out the points when 10th catches him up, because 10th and 11th are there as well, so a bit risky. But if he can hold it on for as long as possible, I'm tempted to push Eaton, but at the same time know that the car will explode probably if we do push Eaton. But all it takes for someone in that top 6 to mess up slightly or do something like that, because Eaton's not horrendously far behind. She could catch up. If there's a mistake, she might be able to catch up some seconds. Sims is doing excellent. We've had 5 crashes this race as well. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh no, this is where the race gets interesting now. I'm just tempted to put it on 12x and just close my eyes and hope that they finish. I hope that they finish. We don't look like we're going to get any more pits at all. But you never quite know. You never quite know. I'm scared now. I'm scared. Sims is doing... Are they still pushing, or is Sims... No, Sato is pushing the engine, but not the tyres at all. His tyres are back up now. So Sims has done excellently to hold off the push of Sato there and keep hold of 8th place. Just need to keep hold of it for himself now, and not die because his tyres are gone, pretty much. This is what we're probably going to lose places on, the fact that they've got better tyres than us. Look at Sato's tyre wear compared to ours. That's why I'm surprised Sims didn't lose 8th spot. Oh, we nearly went for them, Sato. He is now pushing full on, it's full on attack the tyres and pushing the engine. Which and Sims is still setting personal best sectors. Someone's pitting. De Oliveira is pitting. Where's he come out? In that pack of 10 on 10th. I went to look at Eaton's conditioning of the car there, and then I stopped myself. If I look, she's gonna be mudded pretty much. We've got, what's that? 2 laps race to the race of the 2 laps of the race left coming up now. Eaton's tyre wear is 25%. Sims is 19%. He is going to get overtaken at some point, and judging by the look behind him, he's going to get overtaken and lose out on points, which is not great. Eaton is flying. Let's jump over to Eaton. Quick, we're keeping an eye on Sims. Eaton, she's not had a gearbox for about 4 laps now, but she's still pushing. She's still pushing. In fact, I might put her on low engine mode for now, just because she's built up that gap in front of Sims excellently well. We're on the final lap. Just don't retire. Sims is still setting personal bests, which is just unbelievable scenes. He's still sitting in 15th with 15% tyre wear. Sato needs to do something here to try and get past him, but Sims has had a race of his life keeping hold of 8th and then 7th. Oh, go on, Sims, keep hold of that position. Keep hold of it. We're going to slow it down. 6th and 7th would be a fantastic finish. Eaton looks like she's going to cross the line in 6th with no silly mistakes. She's gone round the last corner. She's crossing the line. Sims' race there. Fantastic. 6th and 7th place. The worst of the guys that didn't pit, basically, which I'll take. I would say it's points. It's our first points of the season. Crone got 3rd place, which was expected. I thought he might win, but he's expected. I will take our first points of the season. 6th and 7th, absolutely take it. It's not the result that... It didn't better last year, which is a bit worrying. Because obviously Eton got 4th last year. But, you know, you can't win them all. We might get points somewhere else. But last season, it was... We got points in every race, I think, after that. Except for it's not Silverstone, is it? It's Guildford, isn't it? Except for Guildford. We didn't get points then, home race. So, fingers crossed, we can just carry on bettering. I say carry on bettering, like we've just bettered it. We can just carry on getting points, basically. So what's that? 14 points from that race. Can't complain. Cannot complain whatsoever. We're not a Hispanic racing team. Look at all these crashes. Not only did he crash, he had crashed with a risky part as well. That is absolutely full-on mudded. Full-on mudded. He got fastest lap. So Lance Stroll finished last. Yeah, he got fastest lap. How does that work? Decent. How are we looking on the constructors? Our Drivers' Championship, 15th and 16th, which is good. We're up to 11th. Hopefully that will make Shahid Khan a little bit more happy. Maybe a little bit. He's a little bit grumpy this season, not going to lie. He's a little bit grumpy. But let's see where we're going to go next. Obviously, we're going to probably skip a race, like we usually do. It depends what's next, I guess. It depends what's next. I think what we'll do, because I think one race changed. I think we had Singapore last year, now this year we got China, I think it was. I have to look at the standings. But we'll probably come back for that just because it's a new track. Shahid Khan he's buzzing. He's buzzing. Look at him. 72% happiness. Is that plus 24 on top of that? No, he's just buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. 1.2 mil lost. So he must have some decent sponsors now. Leclerc winning F1 in Cape Town, which you'd love to see. They don't race in Cape Town in real life, do they? I don't think. The F1 lot. I don't think. I don't really watch it. I say I don't really watch it. I don't watch it. Was it Singapore? Where's the... Let's continue. Calendar. There we go. Oh, it's the race after Dubai. That's excellent. Yeah, I think last season... I don't know if there's a way to look at last year. Like... Is it a no-stopper? No, 41 laps. Bloody hell. Dubai's a no-stopper, maybe. If we could get away with it. It's a bit, they're 4 mile laps. Germany's only 3.1. So, maybe not. Maybe not. How do I want to check out last year's... Can I check out... No, I've just gone on what I just was. So you can go on last year's rankings, but you just can't see the rules unless it says in here. So it won't say like a race change in here. I'm pretty sure it was Singapore. Either way, we're not going to be able to see it, I don't think. Go back and watch last season, not last series. Go watch last season and let me know if it was Singapore. I'm pretty sure it was Singapore. Sims is listening to opposite. I don't care. I'm over your shit, mate. I'm over your shit. Accept interview. Yeah, butter him up. Butter him up. We're gonna have to, especially with Crash Heavy Munich. You could barely say that, but Alexei, you could say that. Right, car repair done. Reliability work done. We're gonna skip Dubai, like we said. We'll come back for China, which I don't quote me on this. It's from what I can remember. Is a new race we haven't seen, so that's perfect. And then probably what we'll do is we'll do China, we'll do Guildford, because obviously it's a British race, we've got to do that. And then we'll come back for the last race of the season, we'll skip Tondela. Yeah, so at this point, we've only got 3 races left of the season. Obviously we've got 5, but in terms of videos, we've got 3 races left. So we're just going to be flying through these seasons, because obviously we don't want to be in Formula 3 forever on this series anyway. We want to try and get Formula 2 as quick as possible. And obviously Formula 1. The peak doesn't stop at Formula 2. If you look at that, that's interesting viewing. Where are our drivers? Eaton, there we go. You can see. I quite like that. You can see where Stroll's 18th. Interesting. But the last 2 winners of the race have been that Caroline. I mean, decent record so far for the lad. Right, let's end it there. I'm just rambling now to try and extend the video for whatever reason. It's probably already half an hour long. If you did like that, leave a like, subscribe, and I shall see you for that Beijing race in China. 41 laps of it. 41 laps. It's only 2 mile long. Oh dear, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Like, subscribe, and I shall see you for that one. Thank you very much for watching.